people, those who will come and join a little later in few years, they will not have that kind of the challenges what you are faced with. So failure is a part of success. Never get afraid of failure. In your practical life, you will fail more number of times than success. And in case if you don't fail, that means you have not tried. The second thing is that Benjamin Franklin said that most of the people die at the age of 25, but they are actually buried at 75 or whichever year they die. The moral of the story is that we don't dream big. Some Hindi poet has said very rightly, वो कहते हैं हादसों के शहर में हादसों से डरता है, मिट्टी का खिलौना है फना होने से डरता है. फना मतलब टूटने से. मेरे दिल के कोने में एक मासूम सा बच्चा बड़ों की देख ये दुनिया बड़ा होने से डरता है. We in the Indian context, we are always taught अपनी औकात में रहो, अपने जितनी चद्दर है उतना पैर फंसा लो. We are only taught कि आप पढ़ लो, you go and take a good company job or a government job and then get settled. What does it mean for the settlement? For a boy or a girl, between the age of 25 and 30, you get married. And after marriages, the challenges would be more than what you are facing at this point of time, because you will have to handle your children along with your job. That would be a different challenge which I will not discuss at this point of time. So one suggestion to you is that always be a dreamer, always dream big, and that is the thing. Unfortunately, our education system also and our parenting has not been the right. Why I say about education system is that Britishers only wanted us to know, understand English, and that's why in India most of the people they know English. So they wanted us to understand English and obey their instruction either in yes or no. We are taught in school to either pass or fail, win, lose. We are never taught how to handle failures. We have never been taught how to handle objections. So when we are a small child, we have the child in our heart. But when we grow bigger, we try to analyze and judge things. So never try to analyze and judge. Always be a creator. Always have that creativity in your life. And parenting, why I am saying is that every parent in the country want their children to either make a doctor or a engineer or a chartered accountant kind of a thing. But if at all you have something else in your mind, you always try to do that and never try to only memorize the thing and try to repeat into the things. So always be a creative student rather than only cramming, memorizing. I in the live presentation say the front row children knows answer of all the questions, but the backbenchers know how to handle all the problems. You must have seen the Three Idiot film, that the backbenchers were the people, those who know how to handle the situation, rather than answering the questions by saying yes or no. Our mind works for the acceptance and non-acceptance. I started with the serenity prayer, that God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. If the things are not the way we want at this point of time we are facing, we get angry. Why things are happening to me? This was my year of education. Why Corona has come? Why for the last 5 months I am at the home? I should have been in the college. But if you accept it, you will get the tolerance. And I'm repeating that you are more tolerant than anybody else, and you have got more patience than anybody else. In life, if the things are not are uncertain the way at this point of time, we always have a fear. The example of this is, in case if you have a fear of death, you will no longer go for bungee jumping, river rafting, or mountaineering. But if you don't have that uncertainty, you will treat those sports as the adventure. And the other thing is that if someone else is having it, don't have the jealousy. सबको सारा जहां नहीं मिलता, but you should have the inspiration that I also will work hard and make sure that I will grow to that level. And the last thing is that if someone hurts you, don't get hatred. Gautam Buddha say, always give the forgiveness. You see in Mahabharata, Draupadi said कि अंधे का बेटा अंधा है, but Duryodhan was not a blind. Why he accepted that he is blind and why he started the war? Somebody else would have told other than the Draupadi. So if someone tells you you are a gada, you are a donkey, never accept it. Always say that no, it is not my name. So always try to accept the things which you can accept and don't accept the things which you cannot accept in your life. So that is your mind balance at all the times. and never do a comparison. Every human being is a unique personality. Our fingerprints doesn't match with anybody, even our parents or even our brothers or even those who are twin bonds. The fingerprints are not comparable. If you have siblings in your family, you will see to it that there is no comparison between one person and the other person. You see, sun and moon look alike, but they don't compare with each other. Sun comes in the morning, moon comes in the night. Sunflower doesn't compete with the rose, that why you are red and why I am yellow. So always see to it that never do a comparison with anybody, but always have an inspiration to see the things. And like Jack Ma, the journey of success is there. He has failed number of times. You see, Edmund Hillary failed 3 times to uh, conquer the Mount Everest. Thomas Alva Edison failed 10,000 times to invent the electric bulb. So you should never have an inhibition that why I am failing. Failure is a part of success. When I say dream big, think big, and you should have failure. You see, this is a photograph of Dick Fosbury. In 1968, he did a high jump of 7 feet 4.5 inches, and his height was 6 feet 5 inches. He jumped almost more than 1 feet more than his height by just thinking out of the box, by just thinking in the reverse direction. Because if you jump in the straightforward direction, your knee touches the bar and you get disqualified. So always think out of the box. You see, these are the companies, those who have not changed, like Kodak and Nokia, and that's why their market share has gone. Today, you are fortunate enough that you have people like Peter Thiel Foundation, those who sponsor people like Ritesh Agarwal to create Oyo. You see, all those people, those who have thought, has created Uber, Ola, Zomato, Swiggy, everything. वो कहते हैं कोयल अपनी कूक से, खेत अपने उपज से, पेड़ अपने फल से, इंसान अपनी सोच और कर्मों की वजह से जाता जाता है. His thinking and his values and principles. These are the 2 things which will lead you to your greatest height in the life. I did this example of out of the box thinking or thinking big in the office, that if you have to lift the bricks with one hand without using the second hand and without using any rope, how many bricks you can lift? As a rational mind, we say that you can lift 1 or 2, but lifting 2 also is a challenge because there is a lot of pressure between thumb and the forefinger. But if you think out of the box, this way you can place 3 bricks and 2 bricks more. You can lift 5 bricks or even 7 bricks in case if you are strong enough. So rational thinking will always technically, physically, morally, and legally tell you how you cannot do, because human mind by default is programmed negative. It will never allow you to think out of the box. So you will have to go out of the way to think out of the box. And if someone says that you are a fool or you are a mad, always say yes, you are right, because all the inventions have been done by the people those who are fool or mad, never people those who are thinking in the right way. And there's another example of connecting the dots, 9 dots, with 4 straight lines without lifting the pen. You can do it yourself. The first line is connecting the 3 dots, but the second line is very important, that you have to come out of the box. If you remain within the box to the third dot, you will never be able to connect all the 9 dots with 4th connect line. You see, the third line also is going out of the box, and the fourth line is only mere a formality to complete the things. So the first and the second, fourth line, the starting and the closure is not important, but when you keep running or thinking out of the box, that makes the things more challenging at this point of time. I have talked about alphabet. A stands for attitude. You see, B and D are very important alphabet. B stands for birth and D stands for death. The distance between this has already been defined. And the important alphabet within B and D is C. C stands for change. Changing the face can change nothing, but you will have to face the change, can change everything. And people don't resist change, they resist being changed. Preaching anyone is very easy, but practicing is very difficult. You can do a preaching that you should go for a morning walk, you should do the brush in the night before the after the dinner and before you go for the rest, but it is very difficult to change the habits. And good habits are difficult to come and easy to live with. Bad habits are easy to come and difficult to live with. So whenever you want to make a change or a habit, it's all a difficult thing. So you will always have to pass through a channel, but these habits are easy to live with. But bad habits are easy to come. If you want to go for a smoking or drinking or gambling or for the drugs, it's very easy to come. Somebody of your friend can give you, but in the future life, it would be very difficult for you to handle those habits at a long time. I have seen many chain smokers, those who know that it is not good for their health, but they live with them throughout your life till the time they die. And life is an experience. You see, your parents have grown you up to this age, but they can't now take you forward. You will have to live the life yourself. You see, if you want to climb a mountain, if you go through the helicopter, you will not experience the journey. So you will have to experience yourself. And Steve Jobs said that do what you like, but love what you do. You should love the things what you do. There's a difference between a job and a career. Those people, those who are looking for a job, they will always work for दो time का punch and एक time का lunch, and they will always get Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram जितनी तनख्वाह उतना काम. So they will only be looking for a job, not for a career. So if you whatever you like, but you should love what you do. You see, this is the 4D principles, and you see the average ability and intelligence of a human being is almost same between you, me, anybody, all your teachers, professors. The ability and intelligence is all same. It's by the virtue of their experience and by virtue of their working thing, they can teach you or they can tell you what is right or what is wrong. But the 4D philosophy is the desire, direction, dedication, and discipline. You should have a burning desire. When you wake up in the morning, you should have a desire to go for a morning walk, and you should have a desire to go to the work, whether whichever you are, school, college. And the healthy person is defined as a person when he wakes up in the morning and he has the desire to go to his either school, college, or the professional career or the business where he is going. So that desire has to be there. The burning desire or the fire in the belly or the killing instinct has to be there from you. And the other thing is the direction. People get confused. That is why you come to the colleges. You have gurus, you have the good teachers, those who give you the right kind of the value systems principle and mentorship, that which direction you want to go. And the third thing is the dedication. Most of the people, they reach to the level of 90%, but they don't break the barrier between 90 and 10. And I'll tell you, 90% of the people are followers. Only 10% are the people, those who are leaders. So there's always a difference between a followers and a leader. And if you break that barrier of that 10%, then only you will become a leader. Otherwise, you will always be a follower. And the last thing is the discipline. Discipline is not to be taken into the school or college, but this is the word which you will have to live throughout your life till the time you die. This is one of my favorite stories, the opportunity. At times we say that we didn't get the right opportunity at the right time and we were not lucky. I'll tell you, there was a boy of the age of 25. He used to go to a bookstall in his colony and he used to buy on every Saturday a book. And the shop owner daughter used to come at 5 o'clock to help father to do the gift wrapping. And this boy was in his single-sided love was loving that girl, and his intention was not to read the book, but he always went to the shop, bought a book. The daughter always used to gift wrap, and internally, daughter also started loving this boy because this boy was having a right kind of a, attitude toward that girl, and both of them were liking each other, but never got an chance to express that love. So after 1 year, after 52 weeks, the boy went to the shop and he saw that the girl is not. And after 2 3 weeks, he didn't have that courage to ask the father that where the girl is there. But the fourth week, the boy asked the father, and father said, "उसकी तो शादी हो गई." तो देखा पिक्चर का डायलॉग शुरू हो गया कि दिल के अरमा आंसुओं में बह गए. And he came home and he was very very angry like Shah Rukh Khan in the Kiran picture, and he started tearing on the books. The first book which he unfolded his gift wrap had the yellow slip on the first page of the book. Meet me in the park in the evening at 7 p.m. Meet me in the park in the 7 p.m. All 52 books had got the same slip. The moral of the story is that the opportunity was so close to that boy, and the girl also didn't have the opportunity to express the things, but he always thought that I am doing the right kind of a thing, that on the first page I am putting that slip. But the boy never availed that opportunity and has always been saying that I am unlucky. So luck doesn't favor those people, those who don't attempt. And luck is like dipping a biscuit into your tea. If you wait for a longer time, it will not be in your hand, it will be in somebody else. And when it rains, most of the people, they say they get wet. There are few people those who enjoy. And in life, you should enjoy the things the way it comes to you. Dale Carnegie has explained the luck as luck is nothing but the meeting point of alertness of mind when the opportunity is passing by. So in life, we all get an opportunity. Sunset and sunrise doesn't wait for you at any point of time. So they will take their own time. This is an old quote: practice makes a man perfect. You see, actually, practice only makes things permanent. If you do wrong things, you will be permanently doing wrong things. So I'll once again come to that thing that proper practice makes a man perfect. I have in the initial stages also told about the attitude that positive attitude with proper action increases the probability of success. So proper practice will make you perfect. You see, India has got a population of 130 crores. How many gold medal we get in the Olympics? We all know how many we get. You see, we don't do the things in the proper way, and that is why we don't get the practice. How many inventions, how many innovations we do because we don't do the practice in the right way. So always do the things in the right way. You see, India is the youngest economy. Why I say youngest economy is because 65% of the population is below the age of 35. So you are the people, those who are going to change the face of the country. And India is a consumption-led economy. Because of 130 crore population, the entire world's eyes are on us that we are the consumption-led economy. In Europe or in certain countries, the population is into the negative. It's only because of India and China people look at both of us. So the today youth is ready to change his mobile, laptop, or his car at any point of time. They are all confident of taking that decision at any point of time. And today, the consumption also is more. You see, as I have told in the initial stages, our parents, grandparents have lived through a phase of very, very limited means. So the consumptions were not there. But today in India, the consumption is on very high stage. That is why all companies are getting new products and other things. You see, there is another 3C philosophy. If you want to convince anyone, you have to convey the message, whether by writing or by speaking verbally, communicating. Unless you have got the connect, nothing will happen. Why I say about it is in your business school, you will be taught B2B and B2C, B2B and B2C. There's nothing B2B and B2C. There's always P2P, people to people. You will always have people connection. Unless you have got the connect with the people, nothing will get transmitted. वो कहते हैं सारी रात अमान परी सुबह उठ के पूछते हैं सीता कौन थी, because the connect was not there. And the other 3C for success is creativity. In school, we have not been creative, so always create an activity in your professional career. You should always have a common sense. Use the sixth sense, which is very, very common, and common sense is not that common. So when you go for the interview, you will not be judged on your academic qualification, because your academic qualification already is there with the person who is interviewing. He is not going to see that how many questions you answered. He is going to see how you handle that question. And at times they will give you a question which is not relevant, which is not in the context. So please see to it that you have a common sense about the thing. And the other thing is the communication. Never give a clever communication, always give a clear communication. English is a language, communication is a skill. So you will have to see to it. And let me tell you, fast English speaking is not a good communication. Indira Nooyi, the ex-CEO of Pepsi, went to Yale University, and in the first year he failed in communication because he used to speak fast English. Fast English speaking is not a good communication. Always give a clear communication, not the fast communication or a clever communication. The full form of MBA as per your college is, as on date, is Master of Business Administration. Let me tell you, this word has been copied in my view from an IAS, Indian Administrative Service. You are not going to become a DC or a police commissioner that you can give a lathi charge or the lockdown orders. The revised form of a definition of an MBA should be Master of Business Adaptation. You are not into the graduation, you are into the post-graduation, and you will be taught more to adapt to the life rather than things. And throughout your life, you will be now going through a phase of transformation, that your life will transform. and you will have to upgrade and upskill on a daily basis rather than working in a normal way. You see, there is a law of personality that your looks, action, and words are going to make a difference. Why I say about looks is don't be having that kind of an impression that only a good looking person is looks. You see, your body height is already been fixed, your color of the body is already determined, your features are already determined. So you looks means neat, well kept, appropriately dressed, and lively. You should have the energy in you, you should have the enthusiasm when you go for an interview or you work, because people want to get associated with lively people, not with the people those who go with the shoulder down. The other thing is the action. You see, human being is an animal, so our body actions are more important than what we say and what how we say. So your behavior, mannerism, etiquette, body language, all matters. And words means your vocabulary, sentence structure, reasoning, and simplicity. So impact of the words also make a difference. Word can make you, break you throughout your life. These are the last few slides, and after that, I'll keep the session open for the Q&A. You can ask me any question regarding your professional, personal, or any other things. But this I learned from a very good example of a pencil, that what is actually important lies within you. And unless what is within you comes out, you will never be able to make an impact. The moral is that the pencil outer size color does not make any sense. What is inside is the lead. And let me tell you, when you will go for an interview, your outer view, which means your CV, your resume is already with the person who is interviewing you, and he knows from where which college, which percentage you have passed on. But let me tell you, the meaning of an interview is what is inside you. Unless what is inside you comes out, nothing is going to make an impact. And if you are not going to make an impact in the first 10 minutes, you will be rejected outrightly and sent for the thing that you are not the kind of a person. So you have to see to it that what is within you has to come out. And for coming out, you will have to sharpening your skills on a daily basis. For that, you will have to go through the pain process, and without pain there are no gains. And if at all you commit a mistake, you have a razor at the back of the pencil that you can correct the things at any point of time. You will see your body size has already been fixed, but your buddhi ka vikas, you can do it every day at any point of time. And in the professional career, there's never an income gap. There's always a skill gap. There are people those who are getting 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore, 100 crore, 1000 crore salary. And there are people those who are only limited to even 10 lakhs a year. Throughout their life, they are not, they never reach the level of 10 lakhs. It is because of the income gap. If you do the things what you have been doing yesterday, you will not be able to get the things. And they say cows don't give milk. There is a book, it has to be extracted drop by drop. So you will have to extract the things in your life. This with this education qualification, you will get a job. But after job, after rising into the your life, you will have to see that how you upskill yourself, how you make the skill gap between you and your competitor. You see, all these logos we have been using for the last 20 years, whether it is WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Twitter. Let me tell you, China has alternatives of all this, and China doesn't use any of this logo, and they are not allowed to use in their country, but they are using alternative. Why I have shown you this slide is that when you grow, always think out of the box and try to have technology which is for India and for our country, rather than we dependent upon any other country, because in future the war would not be the physical war, the war would be only on the technology. Today, if these technologies are not available to us, I think you will not be able to live. Japan is a small country, but it's all because of three things: quality, human capital, and customer delight. So always believe that quality is there, people management is there, and you should always see to it that what customer wants. Why we have the front camera in the mobile is people want to have their own selfies. Otherwise, 5 year down the line, we had the only rear camera. And so is the case with Israel as a small country, but very, very strong. The four new P's of marketing I'm sharing it with you is you have to have a purpose in your life. The product, price, promotion, and placement is the old thing, which is already there for a products kind of a thing. But for your life, you will have to see what is the purpose. And you have to have a passion. There's a difference between a job and a career. If you don't have the passion, and nobody can copy your passion. Anybody can copy anything, but nobody can copy your passion. And people management is very important. The only skill which I have in the last 4 decades is because of people skill. That in school and college we are not taught how to have collaborative approach or how to have synergy. But in your professional career, when you are leading a team, you will always have a people management thing. And the other thing is always have a pride that in the country where you are born, in the family where you are born, in the religion where you are born, in the state which you are born, or in the college which you are born, you should always have a proud of getting the things rather than demeaning the thing that India is not the good country and I didn't get the opportunity of going to the IITs or IIM. Always have a proud that we are an Indian and we are proud of our culture and other ethics, values, and other things. You see, I in the initial stages that said that karma is basically because of your thinking, values, and principle. कहते हैं मिट्टी में ही होती है मजबूत पकड़ पैरों की, संगमरमर पर हमने अक्सर लोगों को फिसलते देखा है. I think for shortcuts, never compromise on your values and principles. And when you grow in life, always have a work-life balance. When we say work-life balance, we should know that how much time we have to spend in the office and how much time we have to give to the family. For your academics and professional goals, never compromise on your health, relation, and family. I've shown the example of a lemon and a spoon race. The boy who wins the race is not the boy who runs fast. It's the person who has the lemon in his spoon, which means that lemon is equivalent to your health, relationship, and family. So always have a balance between your professional career. No, never only run for the fast academic goals or professional goals. Always have a balance between these. And this is my last slide. When you run alone, it is called as a race. When team runs with you, it is called as a grace. So as a leaders, you will not be managers, you will be leaders in the short span of time. And they says there is no limitation to what can be accomplished. If it doesn't get, who gets the credit? You have to make sure that you will have to give credit to your team. Never take credit of you. And in case if you fail, your team fail, always take the blame on you. And whenever the team succeed, always give the credit to you. This is the main mantra for handling people. And this is the takeaway because in the presentation, if you don't take away anything, then it is kind of a flash flood. Today we have the attention deficit that everyone is not able to pay the attention for more than 10 minutes. We tend to go to our mobile phone to see to it that what next thing has come to me. So the takeaway of today's webinar should be a lifelong student. Your earning is directly proportionate to your learning. Follow your passion. I say your learning every day, spend 1 hour on your learning. After spending 18 or 20 years in your school or college, never think that you have become a learned person. You will have to learn every day. As you have got the rebirth every day, you will have to spend 1 hour for your learning every day because your earning will be directly proportional to your learning. Second thing is follow your passion, do what you like, but love what you do. Be yourself, don't imitate. As I have said, your fingerprints cannot be matched with anyone. You see, Amitabh Bachchan is an Amitabh Bachchan. Abhishek Bachchan cannot become Amitabh. Indira Gandhi was Indira Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi can't become Indira Gandhi. So don't imitate. Never have one role model. Always take good things from anybody. And when you grow, develop people around you because this is the skill which will be make you a great leader rather than a normal person. And the last thing is that be a good storyteller. Story sells, fact only tells. So, I am on the LinkedIn and I am on the YouTube. Anybody, if you want to view more of my videos, can go and see on Anil Bhasin Talks. And anybody of you who want to get associated with me on the LinkedIn can send me the request and I accept the things. And before I give the session to Dr. Veenu once again, I would tell you, जिंदगी सभी के लिए एक हसीन किताब है. फर्क सिर्फ इतना है कि कोई हर पन्ने को दिल से पढ़ रहा है और कोई किसी का दिल रखने के लिए पन्ने पलट रहा है. हर पल में प्यार है, हर लम्हे में खुशी है. जी लो तो जिंदगी और खो दो तो यादें. So I think live life like a king. Don't blame anyone that I have not got the opportunity and I am not the lucky. We should all thank God that the day which has been given to us, we should utilize that day as the most important day for us. Over to you, Dr. Vino.
Thank you so much, sir. It's really highly motivational presentation you had designed for the students, specifically looking at yes, there are few motivations required to be given to them so that they stay active always. And with that only, there are few questions which have come through chat windows also, and students are writing in their Q&A too. So one first question which I would like to take, one of the student wants to know that what is that uh, thing which I should say to myself to keep myself motivated whole day. In the morning, how should I motivate myself for the whole day?
You see, you can't motivate yourself the whole day. Let me tell you. Motivation is the attitude, or motivation is the flow of thought at your point of time. If you have a right kind of a purpose in your life, that what you are going to do, that motivates you. You see, all great leaders have a motivation for the purpose for which they live. Let me just tell you my own story, my own failure story. I am an ordinary BSc graduate with only 58% marks. In my school, I got only 58% marks, but my mother wanted me to become a doctor. So we came to Delhi in 1977. So I didn't get admission in Delhi University because with 58% marks, you can't get admission in the night college also. So I took admission in Government College, Gurgaon. I passed out the BSc with 58% mark. All 3 years I secured only 58% mark. I never touched the first division, which was the ambition of any student to be into crossing that bar of that first division. So I applied for veterinary doctor also, I disqualified for that. My father wanted me to become a pilot. I didn't even qualify for that. I applied for many LDC, UDC, probationary officers, so I didn't qualify for any of them. So I came into sales. At the age of 20, I got a job in a company called Procter& and Gamble. I was there in Jammu and Kashmir headquarters in Himachal Pradesh, traveled almost 30 days a year, month. After 1 year, I left the job because there was no one to handhold me, and I was only given the visiting card and the catalog and the door to go and sell. So at that point of time, selling was treated as one of the not one of the liked kind of a profession. So I was unemployed for 3 months. Then I did the introspection again. Came back into the sales and in the worked in the company Bajaj Electricals for more than 18 years and rose to the height of the AGM level. And in this company also, I joined as a sales manager, but I rose to the position of a president by only seeing to it that you have to take people along with you, and your education qualification is only giving you a job, but your passion, your work, your hard work, your values, principles, sincerity will be seen by your seniors every day, and they will recognize your strength at one day and make you give you that. You will have to earn that position. Positions are not given; they are only earned, and it is the hard way to earn. That's why I started the presentation with the first slide of failure. So I never wanted to give a negative thing, but I always want to tell you that the diamond who is being there has to be sharpened and polishing. So you have to be sharpen and polishing every day so that you become a diamond and liked by many people.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So now the second question coming out as ki how one should divide the time of thinking that yes, delivering an idea is important or creating them is important. So how this partition of time should be done? How much time is should be invested in delivering ideas and creating the ideas?
You see, idea is not a monopoly of anyone. Idea can be given by anyone, and ideas are not. You see, idea you have to stretch the things. Otherwise, you can give an idea. Okay, you keep a flower pot in the reception. That's not an idea. Idea is something which is not been thought by anybody. So, and in the management principle, let me just give you a tip that never own an idea. If you give an idea to someone and the other person is not accepting at that point of time, after a week or a fortnight, when the person, your senior person, say that yeah, I think we should do the things this way, you should always say yes sir, whatever you are thinking is right. You give the ownership of that idea to him so that he leads that idea rather than you taking the ownership of the idea. So idea, and internally he knows that this idea was given by you. So as the time management, what we have to see is we have to divide the thing between what is important and what is urgent. You see, health is important but not
Yeah.
urgent. But if
Yeah.
we don't take care of health, it will become urgent. So
Hmm.
in time management, important and urgent is required. That's why told you the habits have to be there to do the right things at right time.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, so the next question coming out to be with the dress codes. One of the student has written that do you think that we should replace the formal attires with the informal ones during the interviews? Should management college change this traditional view?
I I have in my presentation said looks
Yeah.
doesn't give you your features, your body color, your height, anything. You see, when you go in a UN conference, most of the people are not white. They are from different countries.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
what looks matter is that your first impression is through the looks. And if you are not well dressed, then you don't give the right kind of a positive vibes with you. And let me tell you, your first impression is the last. You never get a second chance to create a good first impression,
True.
and first impression is the last impression. And what Harvard has done this study that when you go for an interview, the first 6 seconds are there on your looks. Then when you walk, how you walk, whether you are positive or not, how you are dressed, how confident you are, how much energy and how much agility you have in the first 6 seconds. And when you come and sit, and the next 24 seconds are there to make an impact. And if you are in a position to make an impact in those 24 seconds, then your first 6 seconds are all overtaken by that 24 seconds. That looks are overtaken. So when we interview the person, there are person those who don't have the right kind of the physical appearance, but they have the content within them. So we are not looking for only good looking people, and we are not hiring the air hostesses or the stewards which are there for their looks and the other things and all. But the what you have within you is going to make a difference. And it all depends upon the company where you are working. There are certain startups, those who are not looking at the formal dresses, but there are organization. If you are working into the banking organization or an insurance organization, you will have to wear the suit all 365 days or all days where you are working. So you can't go without a tie or without a coat. So
Hmm.
there are professions where you want to. Today, if you go to a court, they will have to wear a coat and a white shirt. So that is the formal thing which is there running it from the organization. But slowly and gradually, in some of the startup or the growing organization where the millennials are working, they are giving the option of going into the informal also.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. And the next question coming out with respect to your organization, student wants to know that how Havels or any other FMEG company you feel that they have handled their employees and what were the challenges faced by the industry leaders like you during this time?
Usually for this, I'll tell you about the C, D, and E. C stands for culture. We had a good culture. I have given you one of the slides of ethics, principles, values, that you can't create things when the things get challenging. So the culture of the organization was that that we involve everyone and the team were there. So we believe in values, principles, and everything. And the second is the D. We have a diversified portfolio. You see, we have 22 product verticals. We are dealing with wire, cables, switches, MCBs. We have lighting, we have fans, we have appliances, we have personal grooming, we have water purifier, we have motor, we have pumps. We have a diversified portfolio. So you have to have diversified portfolio that if one product is not working, the other product works. And E stands for C is for culture, D is for diversification, and E is for engagement. We never use this kind of a technology for engaging other people, but we have been in doing the webinars, in meeting the teams meeting every day, so that the people are engaged, involved into the jobs rather than growing their beard, not taking a bath, and not actively engaged into the company. So culture of the organization has to be there. The diversification also has to be there. Today also we are thinking that how we can diversify our channel, because our trade channel cannot handle the things the way we want to. We are going to expand into the e-commerce, we are going to expand into the other technologies, we are going to adapt those things, so that how we can book the orders on the e-commerce and deliver physically to the customer through our channel partners.
Okay, so the next question sounds very interesting to me. As one of the student is writing that you mentioned that gradually you rose to the rank of president, but have you ever felt that you are giving insecurity to the senior management by performing to your very best of the ability, and one day you can replace them?
You see, unless you have, let me just tell you, unless you have a team below you who is there to take your role, you will never be promoted. You will be,
Yeah.
because management looks at that if you are promoted, who will take care of that? So that's why I emphasize more on the people management, more on the team building. And my strength in this 40 years have been team building. I always give the credit to my team that my team has done it. It is very easy to take the credit, very difficult to take the blame. You see,
Hmm.
Dr. Abdul Kalam, when he invented one of the missiles, kind of a thing, the first missile got failed, and his boss took the responsibility and went for the press conference and took the ownership on him. And 5 years later, when again the missile was successful, then he gave the opportunity. The same boss gave the opportunity to Dr. Abdul Kalam, and he says, "Now you do the conference and take the credit." So, as a leader, you always have to see to it that you have to give credit to your team and always engage your team, always share your team. Or it is not only the professional thing that you can ask for the result. You should spend half an hour with them with your personal thing, that how are your parents, how is your family, how is your children growing up, because there are things which are going into his or her mind when he comes to the office. He can't detach his personal problem, because you can borrow any expensive clothes, but you can never borrow expression. So you should be a good face reader, that if a person is, and you, but just by asking someone, when you go to a hospital, you only ask how are you, do you require any help? You can't help, because the doctors and nurses can only help. So, but these kind of an empathy also has to be there with you.
Okay, great, sir. Really interesting. So the next question student wants to know is that in the context of new normal, how do you think the P2P, that is your peer-to-peer, will evolve on the everyday basis?
You see, handling peer is a very challenging things, and you have to see to it that you acquire a skill gap by while you competing with your peer group, because management is looking one up position when they compare the peer group. So always see to it. That's why I said that your earning is directly proportionate to your learning. So
Mhm.
always improve your skills and have a better knowledge than your peer group, so that when you are interacting with your board members or your seniors or the MDs, you should have the right content to speak at that point of time, because you only get half a minute or a minute to speak in front of a chairman or a managing director if he asks you a question. So you should be mentally agile and rehearsing every time, that whenever the opportunity is given to you to speak, you should speak what matters. Not you should speak about the Modi ji and Sonia ji or anything which people in the business circle don't want those topics to be brought into the boardrooms.
So, with this, what are the competencies you feel like that today's generation, that is the youth of the nation, should have so that yes, they can contribute to the future?
You see, the first thing is the people management. You see, what is the role of a prime minister? He is the people management.
Yeah.
So people management is important. Second thing is required is basically the skill gap about the technology, that you should be able to handle the right kind of the technology. Like we are doing the show on the Zoom today. I do every day webinars and on the different platforms. So I, in certain platform I am comfortable, in certain platform I am not. So I have to adapt to the technology that I have to do it and all. And the other thing is the communication. Let me tell you, now during the lockdown you will be not communicating face to face. So you should have the etiquettes of communicating when you are on the FaceTime, or you are on the face to face, or you are even on the telephone. You see how many times you accept the telecallers. 9 out of the 10 calls you don't even accept it, because the person is not talking to you in the right forum. If you talk
Mhm.
to an American Express bank, There's a difference between an American Express Bank and any other State Bank of India. If the telecaller is calling you for any of the features which he's going to tell you, so we should acquire the skills of communication. We should always have a acquire of the skill of people management. And technology at this point of time has to be adapted, and you should not shy of using the technology at any point of time.
Okay. So one thing, like now looking at the current scenario and the time, what do you suggest to the student that they should, this should be the way they adopt so that they can approach the company and company can also see that yes, the opportunity is there in this candidate. What skill set they should be develop?
So see, whenever when we hire a person, we know that the competence is there, but the compatibility has to be there. You should know that what are your skill sets and how you are going to compatible into that organization. Because when we go to the campus for the interview, we know that there are 100 students and we only want 10. So
Mm-hmm.
when we show the results, so I know that what the balance 90 students are going to face at that point of time, and we don't want to be negative. So we always say that we have not rejected anyone, we have not selected anyone. We have only seen that how the students, those who are compatible with our kind of the job profile, we have only shortlisted those. But let me just tell you, you all are competent enough for the other kind of a job, and you should see to it that what skill you have and the other company what is requiring you. You see, today if I am a salesperson, if tomorrow I go for any other job which I don't qualify, you see MD of our organization also doesn't qualify for all the departments which he is leading. So if he goes and apply for that interview, he will not get selected. So people management is one of the most important thing, and you have to see that what skills you have and how you are getting compatible to that one. And one more advice is that under this pandemic situation, always see to it that how technologically you can get connected to more number of people, because your network is going to become a net worth.
Mm-hmm. True,
And
sir.
if you get connected to 100 people, let me tell you, there are only 2 or 3% people those who are going to help you. Balance 95% people will not even see at you what you are going to ask them. And this is the rule of the life, that you assume that the people those who are with you on the Facebook, they are only on the Facebook, they are only contacts, not the connects. So if
Mm-hmm.
you want a blood in the hospital, you can't go and put it on the Facebook. There are only few four friends those who are going to help you out. So always expand your network and see to it that you get connected to more number of people. You never know which corner of the world is going to help you out.
Very true, sir. So, okay, and now I'm going to take this last question, sir. How do you stay away from the distractions? Do you think that being a multitasker in a planned way is important, or doing one thing at a time is important?
Very difficult question. You have to have a focus, and the full form of focus is follow one course until successful. I will
Okay.
repeat. Follow one course always until successful. You see, in the school we used to have that magnifying glass, and we used to burn the वो किसी का हाथ जलाने के लिए हम करते थे. वो क्या है कि जब तक वो फोकस नहीं होगा ना, तब तक वो होगा नहीं. I'll tell you, when you go to a party, there are 100 of people in the party, but your focus is on whom? Your focus is only on your 4 friends, those who are not come. 2 have come, 2 are on the way, and you will keep on calling those. Where are you? कहाँ पे हो? क्यों नहीं आए? And when those 4 are complete, then the focus is there on that. When you take a picture on the camera, so you have to adjust the camera lens to have a focus to have a right pictures. So
Mhm.
otherwise you will not be able to get the right picture. So always have a focus on what you are doing, and always do a self introspection and self awareness that what actually you are. Two human beings are not same. I have got 2 sons. They are different.
True.
One, they have come through the same parents, but they are different. So people are not difficult. People are different. So we should see to it that what is his strength and what is the other strength, and we should never compare within them that you have done this and you have not done this. So wrong parenting means wrong comparison of the siblings, that or the children, that why you have not done that, why you have. Every human being is a different person.
Yeah,
I've said Amitabh Bachchan is Amitabh Bachchan. Abhishek Bachchan cannot become Amitabh Bachchan.
true.
So you should see what Amitabh Bachchan is doing. Amitabh Bachchan takes 10 takes to do a one take. So he practice in a proper way, and all those proper things are never proper. So he always try to improvise the things how things improve.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Really, each and every question was answered by you in a very motivational way. So, before I conclude this session, let me give a quick recap of your session and the important words which you have shared with the students today. Like you started with the ABC model, that it is required to tackle the difficulties, proper right attitude, behavior, and change where you have the way you focused on ki the path from between birth to death is only the sea. That is the change which you have to bring on in your life. All those things are really very inspiring. And especially I would like to mention that I really love where you mentioned about the failures. That is actually not opposite of success, but it's part of success. And everyone needs to know that what is their learning track, and then they are building those experiences and coming out as a refined person from all those experiences, and uh, defeating the failure, actually making a failure. And one of the things which you have mentioned as think big and think out of the box, I believe that is really very important for the student to understand this thing, that yes, the biggest driver or biggest innovation of any time is could be yes, thinking differently. So thinking out of the box is very important. I have heard a quote somewhere where someone has written that the heart attack while confronting a snake kills more people than a snake bites. So that is a way that how you are actually coming out of various things, and then this thinking some a bit differently and coming out of the problems too. Your BCD model, your all 4D philosophy which you have shared for the success, and 3 C's also, as you mentioned, communication is important, common sense is important, and in today's scenario, yes, being creative is very important for everyone. So I believe that students will learn out of all those things, and at the end, as you mentioned, be a student always. It's very important. Yes, be a student for a lifelong, be a learner for lifelong. It's really going to give you lots of earning, because earning is directly proportion to learning. One is going to get a huge things when he feel like that yes, he is a student and is learning at each and every phase. Thank you so much. Really a big thanks to you, sir, for your efforts, for your excellent presentation, for making the seminar a really a meaningful and interesting one. I really liked it, and I hope all students and all the viewers at Facebook would have also enjoyed the same. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
From
Thank you.
And I would also like to mention a special thanks to entire Center for Corporate Relations and student members of the team, those who help us in organizing the same too. So I must mention a big thanks to this motivational speak from Mr. Anil, and for all the students also, those who participated and actively keep asking questions in between. Thank you so much all. By this, I believe now I should end the session and give a big thanks to Mr. Anil. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Stay
you, sir.
healthy. Stay healthy.
Yeah,
Stay
thank
healthy.
you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.